Let's take a closer look at what happens inside your body during a fast and why so many powerful changes begin to take place. Imagine a timeline starting at the moment you stop eating and extending through 24, 48, and even 72 hours. During this period, your body activates a series of remarkable survival mechanisms that have been built into human biology over thousands of years. Humans have experienced periods of food scarcity throughout history, so our bodies evolved sophisticated systems to function efficiently when food isn't constantly available. Today, many people eat every few hours, but our bodies were never designed to rely on such frequent meals. When fasting begins, a number of beneficial processes start switching on. Around the 12-hour mark, your body begins producing higher levels of growth hormone. This hormone plays a major role in fat burning, tissue repair, recovery, and the creation of new proteins. It's often associated with healthy aging and maintaining lean body mass. While some people use synthetic growth hormone for medical reasons, fasting naturally encourages your body to increase its own production. Physical activity can amplify this effect even further. As the fast continues, growth hormone levels tend to keep rising. By approximately 18 hours, another important process begins to ramp up: autophagy. This is your body's internal recycling system. During autophagy, old, damaged, or dysfunctional cellular components are broken down and repurposed. Instead of allowing worn-out materials to accumulate, your body converts them into useful building blocks that can be reused. One example involves damaged proteins created when excess glucose attaches to proteins in the body. These altered proteins can become sticky, lose their normal function, and contribute to cellular wear and tear. Autophagy helps clear away these unwanted materials and recycles them into amino acids that the body can use again. This cleanup process also targets other protein accumulations, including certain protein deposits that may build up in the brain and various tissues over time. Essentially, autophagy helps remove cellular clutter and supports tissue renewal. Once activated, its effects continue to increase as fasting progresses. At around 24 hours and beyond, liver glycogen stores become significantly depleted. Glycogen is the stored form of glucose that your body relies on for quick energy. As those reserves decline, your body shifts toward producing and using ketones as an alternative fuel source. If excess fat is stored in the liver or elsewhere in the body, that fat can be broken down and converted into ketones. This marks an important transition because the body finally begins accessing stored energy more efficiently instead of depending solely on incoming food. Ketones offer several advantages. Many people notice reduced hunger and fewer cravings once ketone production increases because ketones naturally help suppress appetite. They also support antioxidant defenses and provide a highly efficient source of fuel for the brain and body. Compared to glucose, ketones can produce energy more efficiently. As a result, some metabolic systems, including aspects of thyroid function, may adjust to this new fuel source. Certain thyroid markers may shift slightly, while overall thyroid regulation remains normal, reflecting adaptation rather than dysfunction. Another significant change around the 24-hour mark is a noticeable reduction in inflammation. For individuals dealing with inflammatory conditions such as arthritis, bursitis, or certain autoimmune-related issues, this shift may provide meaningful benefits. Some people also combine fasting with adequate vitamin D levels as part of their overall health strategy. Fasting also gives the digestive system a much-needed break. Normally, the gut, pancreas, and gallbladder are constantly working to process food. During a fast, digestive activity decreases, allowing these systems time to rest. As a result, the gut environment may begin to recover and function more efficiently. This can be particularly helpful for individuals dealing with digestive imbalances because the digestive tract is no longer being stimulated around the clock. Instead, it has an opportunity to focus on repair, restoration, and recovery while the body continues its deeper healing processes. As fasting continues, the digestive system gets an opportunity to restore balance. In conditions where bacteria have migrated into areas where they don't normally belong, such as the small intestine, giving the gut a break may help support a healthier environment. During this time, stem cell activity in the digestive tract begins to increase, encouraging repair and renewal of the gut lining. The heart also adapts remarkably well to this metabolic shift. It can use ketones very efficiently for energy, and many researchers believe ketones may serve as a preferred fuel source compared to glucose in certain situations. As a result, both cardiovascular performance and overall energy efficiency may improve. The brain benefits too. One of the most interesting changes involves a compound known as BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. This protein plays a key role in supporting the growth, maintenance, and survival of brain cells. As fasting progresses, the brain enters a state that encourages repair, adaptation, and improved neurological function. Many people worry that going without food will automatically cause significant muscle loss, but the body has several protective mechanisms that help prevent this from happening. As fasting continues, metabolism becomes more efficient, and certain biological pathways help conserve valuable muscle protein. Instead of breaking down healthy tissue unnecessarily, the body becomes better at managing its energy resources. At the same time, autophagy continues recycling old and damaged proteins, converting them into usable building blocks that can be repurposed where needed. This combination of protein conservation and cellular recycling allows the body to operate effectively while requiring fewer incoming nutrients. In many ways, the body becomes more streamlined and efficient during a fast. Another fascinating aspect of autophagy is its role in helping the body deal with unwanted microorganisms. As damaged cells, microbes, fungi, yeast, and other potentially harmful organisms are targeted, the body uses specialized compounds to help eliminate them. To accomplish this, the immune system produces substances that can neutralize microbes, while simultaneously generating protective antioxidants that shield healthy cells from excessive damage. This creates a carefully regulated balance. Problems arise when harmful oxidative activity outweighs the body's antioxidant defenses, leading to what is commonly known as oxidative stress. During fasting, however, antioxidant systems often become more active, helping maintain balance while supporting healing and recovery. By the time you reach approximately 48 hours of fasting, stem cell activation becomes even more pronounced. Stem cells are unique because they haven't yet been assigned a specific role. They can develop into different types of cells depending on what the body needs most. This increased stem cell activity supports tissue repair, regeneration, recovery, and many of the benefits associated with healthy aging. Research also suggests that extended fasting may be associated with reduced risk factors for certain diseases, support healthier cellular function, and in some cases contribute to changes in abnormal tissue growth. Another benefit is the stimulation of mitochondrial production. Since mitochondria are responsible for generating energy inside cells, having more of them can improve overall energy efficiency and cellular performance. If fasting extends to around 72 hours, stem cell activity and immune system support may increase even further. However, longer fasts should generally be approached carefully and strategically. Many individuals begin fasting while already dealing with nutrient deficiencies or metabolic imbalances. Jumping into prolonged fasting too quickly can lead to dizziness, fatigue, and other unwanted side effects. A gradual approach is usually the safest and most sustainable path. Building up fasting tolerance over time allows the body to adapt more comfortably while reducing the likelihood of problems. For regular practice, intermittent fasting can be a practical and effective routine. One commonly used approach is an 18-hour fasting period, followed by a 6-hour eating window. Within that window, meals are consumed, and then the body returns to fasting for the remaining hours. Many people find this pattern manageable and beneficial for long-term health. As experience grows, fasting schedules can be adjusted based on individual goals and comfort levels. Beyond daily intermittent fasting, occasional longer fasts may offer additional benefits for immune health, metabolic function, cognitive performance, skin appearance, heart health, digestive wellness, and overall cellular renewal. The key idea is that fasting triggers a wide range of natural processes that help the body shift from constant feeding mode into a state focused on repair, efficiency, and regeneration. When done appropriately, it can become a powerful tool for supporting long-term health and resilience. Some people also explore fasting as a complementary strategy when dealing with serious health challenges. One reason is that fasting appears to improve the body's ability to handle various forms of stress. There is growing interest in how fasting may help support the body's resilience during demanding treatments and difficult health conditions. The body's adaptive response during fasting is truly remarkable. One thing I strongly recommend during longer fasting periods is paying attention to hydration and nutrient intake. While some people choose water-only fasts and others even experiment with dry fasting, I generally prefer a nutrient-supported water fast. The reason is simple. Many people begin fasting with existing nutrient deficiencies and may not even realize it. Making sure you get enough minerals, electrolytes, and key vitamins can help reduce unwanted side effects and make the fasting experience much smoother. Sodium and other essential minerals are particularly important because they help maintain proper fluid balance, energy levels, and overall body function while food intake is reduced. Another interesting thing that can happen during fasting occurs early in the morning. Around 8 a.m., the body naturally experiences a rise in cortisol, often called the stress hormone. In some individuals, this increase can trigger the liver to release additional glucose into the bloodstream. As a result, fasting blood sugar levels may temporarily appear higher than expected. This is especially common among people who already struggle with blood sugar regulation. In most cases, it's not a reason for concern and often improves as the body becomes more metabolically flexible over time. A simple way to help manage this effect is to add some physical activity in the morning. Exercise encourages the body to use that extra glucose for energy. Since no food is being consumed during the fast, the sugar isn't coming from your meals, it's being produced internally by the liver in response to hormonal signals. Another topic that often causes concern is LDL cholesterol. LDL is frequently labeled as bad cholesterol, but the reality is much more complex. LDL particles serve as transport vehicles, carrying cholesterol throughout the body wherever it is needed. Think about everything that's happening during an extended fast. The body is repairing tissues, renewing cells, producing hormones, maintaining brain function, and rebuilding important structures. Cholesterol plays a critical role in many of these processes. It serves as a building material for cell membranes, supports hormone production, contributes to vitamin D synthesis, and helps create bile needed for digestion. In fact, a large portion of the body's cholesterol is dedicated to maintaining and repairing the membranes surrounding every cell. Because fasting activates so many repair and regeneration pathways, it's possible that the body temporarily increases cholesterol transport to supply these healing processes. In some cases, elevated LDL levels may simply reflect changing metabolic demands rather than a problem. Of course, anyone with concerns about cholesterol should discuss testing options with a healthcare professional to gain a complete picture of what's happening. Looking at cholesterol in isolation rarely tells the full story. The bigger takeaway is that fasting triggers a wide range of biological changes that go far beyond weight loss. It influences hormones, metabolism, cellular repair, inflammation, brain function, immune activity, digestive health, and energy production. What appears from the outside to be simply not eating is actually a highly coordinated process that activates many of the body's natural survival and healing mechanisms. Hopefully, this gives you a clearer picture of what's taking place beneath the surface when you fast. The human body is equipped with incredible systems for adaptation, repair, and renewal, and fasting is one of the tools that can help activate those processes. Thanks for spending time with the Weird Lab. If you're interested in learning more about the science behind health, longevity, nutrition, and how your body really works, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss future videos.